Guys, how are you today? Good. Hey Vivek, I'm good today. How about others? Hey Tapas. Yeah, all good. Excellent. Good, Mustaq. Yeah, morning, Vijay. Smith. Perfect. All right, so guys, let's jump into the topic. So, anyone remember that what did we discuss in the last class? Okay, regions and all. Okay, cool. So, let us let me ask few questions here. So, what are the three important components that you should have for high availability? Mm-hmm. Redundancy, monitoring, and failover. Excellent. Okay. So, mm-hmm. Okay, shortcut. All right. So, what is a region? It's a geographical area. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, which is the region that we should be using it in our codes? We'll be using it mostly. Mumbai. Okay. So, regions has availability zone. So, what are these availability zones? Data center. So, availability zones are only in the backend data center is only one or group of data centers? Group of data centers. Fantastic. Is there any chance that one of the availability goes down? Yeah. So, what is that? It's very less chance or it's very less? Okay. So what do you recommend? Like, if I have 10 servers or 20 servers, is it recommended to place everything in one availability zone? No. So distribute it. Okay. What are the names of availability zones? We have it in Mumbai. 1A, 1B, and 1C. Wow. Okay. So what is synchronized between the availability zone? Network. Excellent. So if I create, okay, what is server called on AWS? Instance. Okay, so if I create an instance, guys, if I create an instance in AWS, let's say in 1A and 1B, by default, can I connect those two things? If I create a server in 1A and if I create another server in 1B, can they talk to each other? Think. Think again. I have created, yeah. So I have created one servers. Okay. If no, then yes, huh? They can talk, they can communicate, right? They can communicate, but they cannot share any data. Remember, any server you create in 1A, 1B, or 1C, by default, they talk to each other because the network is synchronized. But remember, okay, what is VPC then? Virtual private cloud. Remember this VPC concept that, uh, as AWS is public cloud, inside that we'll create our own private clouds. Inside it, we'll put the EC2 instance. Hey, and then can you write down here we I draw that diagram, na? Meditation diagram. First, you have AWS. Inside AWS, what you have? Inside a first you have AWS. Inside the AWS, you have region. So inside the region, you have VPC. Inside the VPC, you have availability zone. Inside the availability zone, you have KK. Super, super. So which one is good? High latency is good or low latency is good? Low latency is good. Wow. Too good. Did I miss anything? Super cool, yeah? Good. Good. You revised or it's in your brains? Good. By the way, did you got all the I know. So mostly you no need to revise it because you will get it directly. So did you got the material? I've already forwarded to the bus. Okay, good. All right. Excellent, guys. Happy morning. So you got all the answers right. Today, let's move a little bit deeper on AWS. Okay, so guys, okay, you want chocolate? Huh? Okay. I used to give this in offline classes. Usually I do offline classes, right? In narration, my bit. Okay, Tapas, where are you? Raise your hand. Okay, take it. Catch. Got it. Eat, huh? Okay. 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 So, all right, guys. So, this guy, why this AWS is so powerful? You know who is this guy name is Andy. What do you call? Many of the people here, you might have called him as Andy Jesse, right? Guys, he is not Jesse, right? And who is you are not? Who is that another person? Jesse and that guy, right? He is not Jesse. Why only Jesse? So the thing is, guys, here whenever I hear his name, I have got a funny incident when I went to Europe. So guys, right? When I joined my company, my present company, I have no idea about the cloud, right? So I just joined in Bangalore here, and from there they moved me to the on-site. And believe me, I have no idea about the cloud. And everyone thinks that okay, when we join the company, we will learn there. We will have a team members there. They will give the training for us. This mindset everyone have. Do you agree? Everyone have that mindset. But even I had also the same kind of mindset, and I went I traveled to Finland, and and then when I went there, I met my manager. His name is, I just messaged. Spell that. So many people might have spelled his name as Juhana, right? So what I did was I got a video conference for him. I know him, his face. I met him directly in his room, and I said, "Hey, Juhana," and I shaken him. And when I called him Juhana, he looked back and he looked left and right. He said, "Who is Juhana?" I'm sorry, I thought you are my manager, Juhana. Mr. Riaz, yes, I'm your manager, Juhana. Sorry, I'm your manager, but I'm not Juhana. I am Yuhana, right? So it is not Ju. They call it as you, J as you, Yuhana, right? J as you, Yuhana, right? So that was my first shock when I got into the company, right? You know, and they have asked us to get the security keys and all. So I went. To the security desk, and she was there, and her name is uh, the full name of her is this, right? So definitely you might have spelled as Taija Ojjala, right? But she her name is not Taija Ojjala. I asked like, hi Taija, and she gave a big eyes, and and she told that I'm not Taija, and her name is Taya, right? So like that, guys. So that was a funny instance. All the time I have it got happening only for Indians mostly, because and also they call me with as very funny names. They don't easily spell our names, pronounce our names. All right, so guys, so with that, his name is Andy Yessi, right? So he's the CEO of AWS, and all the time he always says these two things, like, invention required two things: the ability to try a lot of experiments, guys, without doing any experiments, or in our name, in our we call it as, in our language, we call it as R&D, research and development, right? So try a lot of research, try a lot of do some research, do some developments on it, do some experiments, right? Without doing all these things, right? Definitely when you do this experiment, you will fail for first time. Don't leave that, oh, you got a high huge damage, you got fail in this experiment, and then don't stop continuing it. So you have to still go on continuing it. So these are the big leaders, those who have a very big belief in these two concepts, like, trying a lots of experiments, and then not having to live with the collateral damage of failed experiments. So guys, whenever you fail, definitely will be learning, or you have something take away from where you have failed. So don't ever think like, okay, you have attended one interview, you got failed. It's quite natural. Two, fail. Three, fail. Four, fail. Five, fail. Six, definitely will be passed, because you have a full experiments how not to get fail in general, because you have already five failures. So in each and every failure, you will understood that what are the questions they are asking it, and what are your weak points, where you need to concentrate it, right? So you will get lots of opportunities if you get fail. So don't ever think that fail is bad. And I'm telling you, failures are stepping stone of success. If you fail, definitely will be success. And if you're directly success, that's completely fine. But be ready for any kind of failure, right? So failing is good. But guys, not in your BTech or not in your college time, right? So sir told, sir, failing is good, so I'll go and fail. I don't write, I have full backlogs. No, it's not like that, right? So it is in once you get a job, or once you do something really good, don't be in that. All right. So a brief history on AWS, guys. So in 2003, there were two guys called Chris Pinkham and Benjamin Black. So these two guys, or you can simply call him Chris and Black, right? So they wanted to present a paper how that amazing AWS internal infrastructure looks like. Didn't we discuss about the infrastructure, right? From now onwards, we'll get all these what we have learned. So they both want to present how the internal, their own office, their own server room, their own data center, their own infrastructure should look like. And guys, someone in between these two, when they're having a tea, they have got an idea that, hey, we are preparing such a big infrastructure. Why can't we sell this infrastructure? Give a rent this infrastructure. So with that idea, with that idea, guys, with that idea, they started developing on it, and they started selling their infrastructure, and that is why they have become as infrastructure as a service. They are giving service for the infrastructure. They're giving infrastructure as a service. So, and keep that in mind, AWS meaning, sir, you might have a question like, sir, AWS meaning that Amazon where I buy all my blanket, pillow, all my brush, toothpaste and all. How come, sir? Right, guys? AWS is not, of course, that is Amazon. This is AWS. That is different, right? Amazon, they started a with the bookstore, online bookstore, right? Do you remember that? Previously, they used to sell books. After that, they slowly moved to e-commerce website where you go and purchase all this, like Flipkart, right? You go and purchase in Amazon. Don't ever think that your bookstall and yeah, like this e-commerce and AWS are same. They have these are different businesses for them, right? So basically, AWS is Amazon Web Services. Whatever we are discussing related to IT, related to servers, infrastructures, data centers, everything is related to web services. Guys, as the name itself is says, Amazon Web Services. Web services meaning everything you will get through the web, through the URL, through the website. Whatever you do on whatever do everything we'll do it on the website only. That is why it's called Amazon Web Services. So after a few days we will be starting our actual going to the labs and all. So whenever for that we will log into the AWS console, what we call it as, guys, AWS console. I might forget this task for you guys. I'll be giving a task every day from now onwards, right? So the first task for you today would be to signing up AWS console. What's that? Sign up AWS console. Sign up AWS console. Guys, you need to sign up AWS console. For this, you required email ID, your email ID, right? Of course, you'll have your password, and you might need to have one credit card or debit card, right? That's a task one. So, guys, don't worry. You might have got a feeling, sir, till now it is good, sir. Sir, till now it is good. Why did you say credit card or debit card, sir? Now you are stepping back, huh? Right, guys, don't worry at all. Credit card and debit card, the name itself look dangerous or hearing problem, but the thing is, whenever you sign up, they definitely AWS will ask you the credit card details or debit card details. Give it, and remember, sometimes this RuPay card will not work. Go with the MasterCard or some other Visa card. So I tell you why, guys. See, no one will give it for free, right? So AWS is giving us free for 1 year, guys. AWS is giving their services for free for 1 year. So whenever you create a account in AWS, sign up meaning account only. Whenever you sign up to the AWS, he will give you 1 year free. So that meaning we go and create servers, we go and set up, do whatever we discuss is everything we go and do it except few. And guys, leave it on me. I will take a responsibility for that. That, guys, I will tell you what to create, what not to create, what to click, what not to click, where to go, where not to go. So just follow my instructions, you will not get any bill. But if you have lots of this, like, excitement, curiosity, itchingness, that, there will be many sugar patients, right, there, because they don't, right? So, do anything, right? So guys, don't go like that. So we will do each and everything, but the only thing is you need to have patience with me. We'll go step by step, aram se, right, guys? You don't even to go to the PPTs, you don't need to go to all these things. Just my class is enough. And whatever I tell you, this task, that task might not take even half an hour, or maximum, if you are very slow, it will take 1 hour, right? You no need to bang your heads, and then like in a sitting inside the buddhi, before the buddhi, like from your lantar, and reading with the torch. Not read, right? So you know to do anything there like this. So just it's fun, may have fun, guys, and then learn funnily, and then apply these concepts and do the practicals, and you will do it. And all practicals, I'll do it here, note down how to do it, and then you repeat that. That's all. Yes, Ritesh. Hey, your first class. Welcome, Ritesh, to my class. Um, check with Mr. Nagbabu. He might have a few of my 5 before classes YouTube recordings somewhere, right? So he will please go through that. And then don't worry, you have just missed the basics. And today onwards, we are entering into the AWS, right? So don't just concentrate from now onwards. Don't have a feeling that you have missed something. Those are all basics that we have discussed. From now on, we'll be into the AWS. Guys, give this credit card details, and they will ask for the OTP numbers. Guys, you know how to register. You might have registered in different websites. I know about you. You know, you're not kids, right? So you are capable of doing many things. So just go to the Google, right, and then start typing. Sign up AWS console. It will give the link. Open that link, give your first name, last name, your all details, right? And then give nice password. Guys, password and all, take care. And then follow the procedure, and then sign up. Give the credit card details, and then sign up. Okay. All right. Guys, without signing up, without having this, you cannot do any lab. Keep that in mind. Okay, so guys, that was in 2003, and guys, in 2004, this previously, this was the first service launched by the AWS. What is the first service launched by the AWS is SQS. Okay, Saurav, please, sir, tell us all the steps. What steps? You mean signing up the steps? Okay, bye. You have Gmail? How did you sign up Gmail? Practical sessions, leave it on me. You no need to tell, right? So I'll take it. But these are all simple things, like how to sign up. Okay, hold on. I will run through quickly how it look like for you. I know. Big button, sign up, guys. Here, okay. So let me tell you that also. So practical sessions are different. Sign up is different, yeah. Huh? Don't worry. So sign up, guys. How do you sign up? Is, remember, you have a free tier. You don't have any charges. So and then you will get. You need to. This is very funny to tell, right? See, create a AWS account. So go it and then give your email ID, password, and give some account name, whatever name you give it here, right? And then give all your details, like full name. Guys, remember, don't bluff. Give the exact details. AWS guys are very smart. They will suspend your account, right? So give your exact details. Don't worry that, sir, I'll get billed and all, until unless I tell you to create and do. And if you don't do any other things, you don't get billed, guys, right? Don't worry. So give exact details, give correct phone numbers, give your exact details and all, right? And remember, whatever you have it in your credit card, mostly your address, I prefer to give that address so that they don't get mismatched. So this is the credit card information that you need to give, right? Give that, give this, and then click on submit. They will give you a call, and then they'll give the OTP number, or they will get you will get a verification call also. that to welcome to AWS. They'll tell you that, hey, are you looking for any business and all? Just tell that you are learning the AWS and you want to learn. You are a student. Just tell him that you are a student, right? Okay. So you'll get the call and give the OTP, and hooray, you're done. And then, guys, at the end, you will have the support plans that I'll talk about soon. Guys, just go with the basic plan, which is free. And you directly see developer plan is some amount, you have it. But click on the basic plan, which is free. This is how you do the, and then sign up, sign in. That's all. Jump on it. Understood, Saurav? That's how you do the sign up. Okay, let's move on. All right, guys. So SQS is the first service launched by the AWS. SQS meaning, guys, I'll talk about it later, but this is called Simple Queue Service. What's that? Simple Queue Service. Just write down this, guys. From here, we'll entering into the topics, right? But don't worry, what is this? This is not good to talk about this now because we have a separate class, separate session on SQS, right? Just understand the name. Just know the name. Simple Queue Service, SQS. What is that? SQS. Guys, remember in AWS, everything will start with simple and end with service. And first, in middle, you have the exact service name. That is the actual how it has been designed. And there is a question, Balaji, no, it's not an IAM user. I'll talk about all these things. We'll go slowly, but for now, just go with normal email, with your email. It's not IAM and all. Can we change the plan after select basic plan? Sumit, let's go with the free. But if you're ready to pay $100 or $200 or $300 or $1,000 per month, then we can change. But I don't suggest to do that, right? So just anytime you can change, but just go for free basic plan. Yeah, anytime you can change. So what is SQS, guys? What is SQS? SQS. Simple Queue Service. This is a certification question, guys. So sometimes if you get very easy questions, they will be asking you what is SQS full form. Simple Queue Service. Guys easily will get confused. They'll say as a service queue simple, right? Simple something queue, right? Simple quotation service or something. Remember in AWS everything will start. This is the what you call. In Telugu, we call konda gurtu. In English, we call hill symptom, whatever it is, right? So just easily for understanding, right? Simple queue service. Everything will start with simple and with service. And middle, you have the service name. Simple queue service. Okay, that was the first service launched by the AWS, right? And then in 2007, basically, SQS basically is for developers mostly, right? So once SQS is launched by the developers, launched by the AWS, almost 2 lakhs developers went and started using SQS in 2006 within 1 year. And you just understand how easy that would be, because in on premises, that meaning in your data center, in your on premises, it is very difficult and difficult to set up and manage this SQS, this queue service basically. But in AWS, everything is managed by AWS, this queue. Okay, why to you just don't worry about SQS, guys. We have a session on it. So that was SQS. So 2 lakhs developers, they have moved to the SQS AWS platform in a year. And then in 2012, they have this reinvent. Reinvent meaning, guys, it's a very, very big conference that AWS will be conducting. And in that, every year, reinvent conference conducted by AWS, many big shots will come there and they will start telling of launching new services in AWS. And then if there are any enhancements or if there is any new news on AWS, everything they will be sharing in this reInvent. There are many companies, thousands of companies waiting for AWS to launch new services so that those new services might help their business to grow up. So this is a very big and important meeting conducted by AWS. It's not free. Usually, this reInvent will be happening in US, right? So I missed this event because some XYZ reasons. Because it has happened to go to US from my Finland, but that these issues, right? So, but if you get a chance, guys, move on, go on. So in 2013, we have this certification launched. We have talked about the certifications. And then guys, see here, in 2015, he got 6 billions revenue per month, per year, 6 billion in 2015. In 2016, within 1 year, guys, from 6, he has doubled it. Guys, any business, can you tell me that will you guarantee that you will be doubling your revenue every year? It's very difficult. But guys, this AWS 100% say that the revenue is he got double. See, from 6 he have got 13, and from in 2017, from 13 it moved to 27 billions, man. Right? So, and then in 2000 you have this machine learning, whatever, different certifications launched, and you know this Alexa, right? So so if you want to do a certification on Alexa also, they have this Alexa. In Google you have Siri, huh? Of course, in your lives you have your own, but for now just adjust with Alexa and Siri, huh? Oh, Apple, huh? Okay, Apple Siri. Okay, all right. Okay, many funny things on it. All right, guys. So there are many clouds in the market, like Google Cloud, Azure Cloud, Rackspace, IBM, Verizon, Adobe, Salesforce, guys, and let us take our beautiful cloud AWS. And from now onwards, guys, we will be entering into the AWS and officially, and we'll be talking about this AWS here. Hooray! Okay, so didn't we discuss about the AWS definition? Simple definition. AWS is a public cloud provider which provide infrastructure as a service. That's a simple thing. So if you answer this question to the interviewer and he'll be asking you, what is this public cloud meaning? Then you know what is public cloud, which is accessed by everyone. And then he will be asking you that what is infrastructure as a service? You will be telling about what we have discussed, like in infrastructure service, he will be providing an entire infrastructure. Do you need to worry about the servers? And do you need to worry the servers or and then you don't need to do any physical stuff, right? And then what you're responsible of and what is the shared model, you can discuss about all these things. We'll have a nice scope, nice room to talk about many things if you say this definition. But the actual definition of AWS is related to business is this. So AWS is a cloud service, secure cloud service platform offering compute power. Guys, compute power meaning it offers you the servers, it offers you the databases, it's offered you to how to deliver the content, and so many functionalities that helps to grow your business. This is the official definition. There are many definitions, but this is good, easiest definition. Guys, answer me. Is it easy to set up servers in on-premises? Is it easy? Just like that? No. Can you do, but you can set up servers within minutes on AWS. No. And guys, is it easy to set up a database server in on-premises? No. In AWS, it's just like that. And guys, in AWS, you no need to handle the servers. AWS will handle, see, databases, you no need to worry. On-premises, You need to install, you need to set up the server, you need to install the operating system, you need to install the MS SQL or whatever it is, you need to create a database, you need to take the backup, you need to take the recovery, you need to create the logins, you need to do the HA, you need to do that. Oh, but AWS, no need, simple, boom, boom. Just create the server and then just go there, AWS, and start using the databases, just like that, right? Don't worry, I'll take care of all these things. But I want you to understand how easy the AWS would be. Don't think it is great. It is tough, guys. And then, guys, if you have a servers, is it? Hey, can you tell me elasticity can be easily achieved on on-premises? No or no way, right? So elasticity meaning, guys, remember auto scaling, right? So elasticity meaning launching launching the servers automatically. Tup, 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 tup. Can you do that on on-premises? Right, whenever there is load, there will be some persons though who will be like, taking the servers, attaching it, taking nodes and putting it. No man, it's, come on, it's not, it's impossible. Whereas on AWS we do it within the seconds, man. We just do like that, right? Guys, is that easy to do the scalability on premises? No, no. On AWS it's simple, it's very simple, right? You understood? You're understanding why people are migrating to the AWS and why people are using cloud, why they are not going to on premises and all, right? This is what I want from you. So, guys, foundation services, remember we discussed about this global infrastructure, yes or no? Global infrastructure. So in global infrastructure, guys, can you tell me, are you responsible for the availability zones? Are you responsible for the regions? Are you responsible for the servers? Hey, are you responsible for the servers? Right? Yeah, this is not platform as service. This is infrastructure as service. So we are responsible for the instance. Remember? Yeah. I know. Right? Application, data, and OS. Right? So are we responsible for whatever the data we store in? Yeah. Are we responsible of how to connect the servers from here to there? Yes. So networking, are we responsible of the databases that we have created? Yes. Guys, all these things we are responsible for it. But remember, availability zones, regions, backend data centers, backend networking, backend virtualization, backend host, we are not responsible for all these things. AWS is responsible. And guys, here there is a new thing, new name. What is this? Edge locations. So as the name came here, that's why I'll talk about that edge locations a bit, but that's a different, let's see that. So guys, let me talk about these edge locations here. Okay. So we know the regions, guys. We know the regions. Regions is a geographical area, right? So let's say I have a region called Mumbai. This is Mumbai, yeah. Hey, who is good in social studies, huh? Right, in our childhood we have this, right? So should we name the regions here? Let's do that. This is Mumbai. This is Ireland. This one. Hey, anyone from out of India at the moment in this batch? Sairam, where are you from? Canada. That's good. How about anyone? Where are you from, Anil? Singapore. That's good. How about only two? All right. So good we have these people because we'll be doing lots of practicals, and then we'll ask them to access from their locations, which is working or not. We do all kind of stuff. Okay, this is Canada, and this would be US. You tell me what this would be. Bolo. Tokyo, and this would be Sydney, right? You have so many like this. These are only a few things that I have put it here. Okay, let's guys see here. So guys, I have application over here in Mumbai region. I have application in Mumbai region. So those who are in India, they're accessing my application. Let's say Flipkart. Let's say whatever it is. They have started accessing my application from India. What about the latency? Is it high latency or low latency for the Indian customers? Obviously, low latency. So everyone in India says that, hey, superb, it is very fast, too good and all. And guys, all the way from here, this guy, this Ching Chong is trying to access your application all the way from the Tokyo. Guys, Ching Chong has low latency or high latency? Obviously, high latency. He'll cry. He will cry, right? He will cry. That's all. He'll cry, right? He will cry. So the thing is here, because your application is in Mumbai region, and this Tokyo, this guy, if you want to access his application, he have to come all the way. The request has to go all the way from Tokyo to Mumbai, and from the Mumbai, the request will go all the way to the Japan. That's meaning Tokyo, and definitely the performance will be very bad. The website will be very slow. The same thing here also, right? Same thing. So let me take Canada. From the Canada also, same problem. From the US also, same problem. From Sydney also, same problem. Because guys, your business is getting increased, and the thing is here, guys, everyone everyone started accessing it. Everyone started accessing it, and they started complaining, hey, your website is very slow. But whereas Indian customers are very happy. What to do, guys, in this case? Any rough ideas? Just think. No need to be very exact. How to solve this problem? Let me tell them. So guys, definitely you know that from the Tokyo, from the long distance, if they're accessing the applications, excellent, Saurav. Very good. So guys, Saurav is telling that, sir, you have application in Mumbai, na? So yes, excellent, Tapas. So he's asking to create that application, to put this application over here in every region. So guys, I have only 10 rupees. I don't have money to put the servers and pay here and all, right? So I don't have budget. I don't have budget. So I have only one application, that Mumbai, but I want to increase the performance throughout the world. I don't want to have these machines, my applications in entire all regions, right? So the thing is here, for this kind of purpose, guys, the first thing is what you said is perfectly correct. Like, Saurav and Tapas, it is recommended to have your application in their own regions. If you put application here, Tokyo guy will be accessing Tokyo region, Tokyo server. Sydney guys will be using Sydney server. But the thing is, you need to pay extra amount for all these things. So yes, pay as you use, guys. This AWS is, remember, this is pay as you use. So you know that already. How much you use it, you need to pay for that. It's just like your power current. If you are using AC, or you switch out the fan, till how long the fan is running, you need to pay for that. And if you switch off the fan, do you need to pay the bill for that? No. So it's just like that. So if you have the servers running, pay for that. And if you stop the servers, no need to pay for it. Yeah. Okay. For everything, whatever the service you use it from AWS, you pay for that only. Okay, so how to resolve this issue? For these kind of requirements, AWS has launched something called edge locations. What is that? Edge location. So edge location is the name itself. If you just see that name, edge locations, in their locations, it will be there in that edge of that location. The name itself it says edge location. So these edge locations will be like this: edge of the location, edge of the location, edge of the location. Every country have their own edge location. Every country have their own edge location, right? So the thing is, uh, let me write that so that you can take a photo. Yeah, so this is a edge location. So this edge location, this is edge location, edge location. Sorry for that mic announcement. Right. So guys, these are all edge locations. You know what edge location is basically? So AWS is telling that. Uh, okay. Just hold on. There is a mic announcement here. I'm just getting disturbed. Just hold on for a minute. Okay, so this guy is not stopping. So right nowadays everything is coming near to our house. Everyone, huh? So this guy is also gas stove repair as a service. GAS, right? He's shouting here. Okay. So all right. So guys, here see we have edge locations. So what edge locations does is, guys, if you configure, there is a service, guys. There is a service called CloudFront. What is that, guys? CloudFront. CloudFront, right? The name itself says cloud in front, right? CloudFront. Let me tell. So CloudFront is a service which has edge locations. Welcome to the first service. So CloudFront is a service which has edge locations, guys. So let me talk about edge locations, then I'll talk more here. Edge location is something like where if you configure this CloudFront or edge location for your application, all the data, it will go and put it here in edge locations. All it put in, let me take another color so that, okay. So it put in edge locations. So all your application data, images, whatever you use, everything it will go and put it in. You need to use it, guys. If you use this edge location concept in your application, so this go and put all your entire application in this edge locations. So what edge location then do is, guys, it will cache. It will cache. Cache or cache, whatever. Right? Edge location will cache your website. Edge location, guys, will cache your website. So now this Tokyo Ching Chong, instead of accessing this from here to Tokyo all the way to this application here, instead of doing like this, what he'll do? He will access it from the edge location. He'll access it. All these guys will be accessing from the edge location. They don't go to the origin server. Instead, they will be going and accessing from the edge location. So by doing this, the performance will be increased or not? The latency will become low or not? Right? So the latency will be low. This is how you'll be increasing the performance. So guys, so whenever you say edge location, oh, my sorry, edge location, I had a cut on my finger, I'm typing on it, right? So edge locations, so this is basically you just think it is a website caching. Guys, and someone is asking, it will cache not permanently. Remember, it caches based on time period you mentioned. So basically we call TTL, time to live. Time to live meaning how much time the cache should be live on the edge locations. Right? Someone asked that question, Saurabh. Okay, so guys, remember these edge locations are completely managed by AWS. We don't have anything to do with that. Mustaq. Edge locations are completely managed by AWS. Completely managed by AWS. Right? So just what you have to do is your application, you need to tell the application that there is edge location, start using it. You need to do little bit of configuration on the console that you have to start telling the application that, hey application, start using edge locations. Once you give that information input to the application and the cloud front, guys, what is the service name? The entire things will be in one service. What is the service name? CloudFront. What is that? CloudFront. So edge locations consist in which service? Which service has edge locations? CloudFront. What is that? CloudFront. Tell that everyone. So which services has edge locations? CloudFront. What is an edge location? Edge location is related to website caching. How long it will be cached based on time period that you mentioned. What is the time period that you mentioned? What that is called TTL. What is TTL? Time to live. So are you responsible for the edge locations? No. AWS is responsible for the edge locations. So what you do as a customer, we need to just start give the input to the application to use edge location. What edge location does, it will cache all our application, website, Java files, whatever files in the edge location. What is the use to the end customer? So instead of going hitting to the Tokyo guy, instead of the end customers accessing our original server, they will be accessing the edge locations. What do you get with that? Low latency. Is this clear? Excellent. Satya, if the app contains DB, yes, we will be doing the architecting in the backend. Everything will be saved over there. So guys, see, now tell me one thing. From AWS will take care of data to be moved to edge locations, or we have to AWS will take care, Saurav. We no need to worry. Just give the input that use edge locations, and then AWS will carry all the data. That's the next thing here. How does it carry the data from here, one place to another place? What you should have it in between? Can you tell me that? How does, in general, two hosts communicate with each other? Excellent. Network, right? We should have a network. So you need to have a network. Now, obviously, we'll have a network. Yeah. See, obviously, in between, you will have a network to edge locations. You need to have a network, right? Definitely, we need to have a network. But AWS, just imagine if AWS is using internet, normal internet, whatever your Airtel is providing to put the data from application to the cache, will it work? If it is using his normal internet, he need to do so many hops, from one hop to other hop. That meaning one server to other server, one server to other. Just in case in between, if something goes wrong, like all your data, the edge locations will not be updated. So for that, AWS is not choosing the public internet to go into network. It has its own network called content delivery network. So in another name, we call it as CDN. What is that? CDN. Content Delivery Network. There is a question, huh? This education feature is only in AWS or each and every I Krishna, I am from AWS, so I'll talk about AWS. So definitely you have this kind of feature in other clouds also, but they don't call it as education. They have their own different names, but they have it. So if there is any update in the application data, still edge location will get old data or updated data. So Munna, for this, Munna, there is a confusion. Can you tell me, are you my other batch student? Sorry for asking this. No. Why the hell he has there also same name, Munna Mahapatra? Hmm. There is a, I don't know. There is another guy in another batch with the same name, right? I thought, good. Okay, good. All right. So Munna, good question. If there is an object in application, that is depend upon your TTL here. Hmm? How long your TTL you have mentioned? If you mention the TTL as 10 minutes, every 10 minutes you will get the edge location will grab the data from your application, right? So if you mention for 24 hours, it will be your application will be there, cache will be there for here for 24 hours. Just in case, guys, see here, just in case, let's say Munna only. So Munna is developing a website like Flipkart. He has only his Munna cart, right? So and he's giving bloody cheap everything there in that, and then he want to give this iPhone 6, is that 6 only, eh? Okay, some costly thing, right? For 2000 rupees, and he's putting a nice banner, he's creating a nice banner, right? That he want to give this iPhone for 2000 rupees, because there was some deal. Now he's putting the small banner, and unfortunately he has copied that here in the application, but he wanted to put this here after 2 days, but he put it here in application, and application has put that in edge locations, and then all and edge locations he has time to live as 24 hours. And whenever it is pushed to the cache all throughout the world, they got this latest banner in their application, and people started ordering it. So now what he want to do? Do we need to wait for 24 hours for this? Yes, for now. Yes, because that's a time TL. So for these kind of things, there is something called cache invalidation. That meaning you can go and remove that cache, delete that cache, which is stored in the edge locations. If you do that in cache invalidation, that will be deleted, and freshly it will take from the application here, guys. So generally edge locations are, guys, can you tell me, edge locations are for reading purpose or writing purpose? Tell me this. See, you are answering the certification question. That is certification question, right? Edge locations are mostly used for reads, but can you also write? I'm doing cache invalidations, so I can also write, but can also write by cache invalidation. Cache invalidation. Yes, those who are Sairam, those who are basically have a control on edge location, has a control on CloudFront. Yes, a developer will say you that do that, and you can admin will be doing that cache invalidation. Guys, so what is the full definition? Can I say that CloudFront has edge locations? CloudFront has edge locations, and edge locations are connected through CDN. Can I say that? Can I say this, guys? So that's a definition of CloudFront. Guys, do you understand edge locations concept? Everyone, can you confirm? Any questions here? Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so guys, I took this topic because I saw here a name called edge location. That's the reason we talked about this edge location. Now you are clear about edge locations. Excellent. So guys, you know this, I have discussed about quite a lot on the certifications, like that we'll be concentrating on the solution architect. But if you are an admin, you can go with solution architect plus the sysop. If you're a developer, go with solution architect plus developer, guys. But remember, all architect operation developers, mostly 80% of the topics are similar. And guys, we have talked about this global infrastructure also. AWS has so many regions scattered across the globe. Do you see that here? In here we have this is an old picture, maybe coming soon. Like here we have Mumbai, right? Or Sydney, Tokyo, Singapore, Ireland, North Virginia. Now in the Middle East, in the Europe, Middle Europe also, they have got a new. Maybe you can, if you really want to see it here. If you type AWS global infrastructure, they'll have a map. You'll understand. See, AWS is number one in this uh, magic quadrant. Magic quadrant is where you can get all kind of this, who is saying that, who is the leader and all. So AWS, somewhere Microsoft and Google, and rest are still in that this graph, this quadrant. So don't, you no need to have another mind also that. Okay, see, these are all, guys, these are all the things that AWS have the regions at the moment. The orange one is coming soon. So Osaka in Japan. So this is also coming soon. This is Singapore. We have it in Mumbai. That is launched in 2016. And availability zones 3. Remember availability zones, huh? We know this. Hey. And then if you go to Frankfurt, and they have 6. And if you go to North Virginia, do you see that? How many availability zones are there? 6. And you have here Ohio, and somewhere Canada, Oregon, Northern California. Canada is somewhere here, right? So these are all, see, Beijing in China. Wow, in Stockholm also. Really? Okay, 2018. So this is my favorite spot, Ireland, right? So in 2007. Guys, remember, these are all the regions that AWS has throughout the world. And remember, these edge locations have, edge locations are set it up by AWS in each and every country. We no need to take care. We no need to worry about all these things, right? And also keep this in mind. Whenever there is a new service launched by the AWS, it will first launch it in Northern Virginia. Keep that in mind. You have Go Cloud, Government Cloud also. Here, write down this, right? If AWS want to launch any new service, first it will launch in that US region, like North Virginia. And because there are few regions where they don't have the services, whatever the AWS is launching it, so they have not updated. There are, but in Northern Virginia, in Ireland mostly, you will have almost all up-to-date services here. Good. And then that regions has availability zones, right? So these are all here. Guys, we have learned that a region is a geographical area. Availability zone is simply a data center. And the list of regions and the corresponding codes. So guys, these are all the regions, we have it here. And then we have the API name code, the code for each and every region. Guys, here, which is the region we'll be using? See here, Asia Pacific Mumbai region. So you have to remember this at least, AP-South-1. This is the code for our region. Guys, write down this, AP South 1. What is AP? Not Andhra Pradesh. This is Asia Pacific, right? Asia Pacific. AP meaning Asia Pacific. We don't have specifically for Andhra Pradesh. Huh? So AP-South-1 is a region API name or a code. And AP-South-1A is availability zone. AP-South-1B is availability zone. AP-South-1C is an availability zone. But AP-South-1 is a region. Is this clearer? Keep that in mind. Write down that. And we know that all these availability zones are synchronized with each other, and availability zone is simply a data center. So guys, now AWS has so many services. AWS has so many services. But keep that in mind, you are not required to learn all the AWS services. There are thousands of services, guys. So no one in the world knows all the services which is providing by the AWS. So, but there are few services, there are many services that you need to learn must and should, and is required for the certification, and it is required. Those competencies are required to get the job, to work on it, right? So here, let's say the service which we don't cover in general is, guys, are we here to learn machine learning language? Tell me that. Are you here? Are we here to learn IoT, Internet of Things? Right? No. Are we here to learn something related to satellites? No. So there are many services like this AWS has, because see, AWS want to capture the entire market, right? AWS want to capture the entire market. So that's why AWS will not leave each and everything. Each and everything it will try to grab and put it in the service. So that doesn't mean that we need to learn all these things. Whenever we go into that AWS console and service, right? So you will get so many, but you don't need to worry. And in which setting they'll ask all services. Professional, Saurav. If you go for professional, you are required to know each and every service. That's the highest certification by AWS. But here we are doing associate levels and associate level. So nice. You're not. So guys, there are many services, but what you do is I'll stop here. But the thing is here, guys, from tomorrow onwards, we'll jump into the services, AWS services, the core of AWS. Don't dare to miss the topics from tomorrow. And it is the actual AWS topics, core topics that we're talking about. And what I want from you is by tomorrow, guys, you need to sign up. I will be strict on the tasks. So I want the task to be done every day, right? Don't keep it. But of course, if you are busy, and that's completely fine, right? It's completely fine. But the thing is here, guys, if you do that, don't keep it, stack it for the weekend. I don't like that. You think that, okay, sir, in the weekend, I'll do all the lab. No, you don't do. You will not do. If you stuck in something, that will be gone. So it would be really better, whatever the task that I gave, if you finished on the same day, that's how you will hold on the AWS. You will learn, right? So guys, and sign up is very important. Without that, we cannot do anything. Please do the sign up, and you will have, some people don't have any problem, like, you have a credit card details and you put it and everything will be in one shot done. But some people will take time, sir, it is not activated, that, so it will take a couple of days. Don't worry, but at least go and do the sign up today itself. Guys, will you? Sairam is done already. Very good. Do that. TTL is time to live. Raghu. TTL, very good, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh, you are already active in the group, huh? Very good. Very good. So TTL, Raghu, TTL meaning time to live. So you can mention the time. See here, if you mention for the edge location, you have mentioned 24 hours time to live. That meaning it will cache here for 24 hours. So the edge location will not look back to the application for 24 hours. And if you update here also, let's say you have one here uh, data, this one will be stored here definitely. And if you have updated with the 2 here, it will not update 2 here for next 24 hours. No. After 24 hours, this edge location will read the application. And if there is a 2, then after 24 hours, it will go and hit the 2. That is TTL. Good, ma. Good. Guys, you guys are too fast, I think. Huh? You're already done. Good. Guys, but remember, don't step over forward. That meaning, let's go with everyone. Don't start going and digging on IAM, the blah 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 services. No, just have a feel how it everything looks. I'll take you one by one. I have a flow for that, right? I don't want you to get confused. Okay, so guys, take a pic of this. Let me know if you're done. You take it one pic and then put it in your group. Good, guys. Okay, so guys, so that is all for today, and from tomorrow onwards, we'll go with the services, AWS services. So that's all, guys, for today, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next topics. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.